Good evening, everyone. This is Christopher Nino Arca from the City of God Ministry here in Manila, Philippines, and now you are watching our Bible review program. So before we dive in, please do click on like, post a comment, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget that notification bell so that you would be updated every time we upload new videos here in our YouTube channel. And if you love what we do here in the City of God Ministry, here in our online community, please do support the ministry by giving by prayers and also sending your donations, even just a little penny, because every donation that you make, it supports our mission of evangelization, going around the Metro Manila in order to preach the gospel, to share, to spread the word, is not that easy. We spend money for the transportation, for the food and everything. So please do support the City of God Ministry. All right, and so we will be tonight. We will be reviewing this Bible sent to us by Miss Alice from the Ascension Press, USA. A shout out again to Miss Alice. Thank you very much for sending us this review copy, this copy of the Note-taking edition, in exchange for an honest review. Well, guys, as you can see, this Note-taking edition has the same cover as with the first edition. Actually, this is the second edition as well, the second edition of the text block, meaning the faux leather edition. I mean, the leather is quite the same. What only differs is the gold stamping of both Bibles. What do I mean by that? This would easily rub off. Sorry about that. This would easily rub off because this is not deeply stamped. See, compared to this one, compared to the Note-taking edition, the gold stamping here is deeply stamped, meaning the gold stamping would not easily rub off. Now, they have a similar design in the front and the spine. The gold is nicely done, the gold stamping, and this is deeply stamped, engraved, and then the gold will not easily rub off. As with the dimension, it's not the same, since this has a different size because of the special feature of this one. The dimension is what, 6.5 wide, 9 inches thick, and 9 inches in length, and the thickness is actually more than 2 inches. I think that would be 2.5 inches. And here we have 3 ribbon markers: red, yellow, and blue. You could see that this is definitely sewn binding. We have blue tailbands and headbands. But if we open this one, this is not edge lined. This is a paste down construction using cardstock as end sheet, both front and back. But with this size of a Bible, I was hoping that they would reinforce the spine. Why? Because if we will open the Bible, the spine would bend. I'm hoping that next time they would put an Oxford hollow just to support the spine, so that the spine will be protected every time that it is being used. I forgot to tell you, the length of these 3 ribbon markers is 3 inches in excess. Now, let us go inside. Let us take a look inside of the Bible. Well, as you can see, everything at the start of the Bible, this is similar with the first edition, even with the premium edition of the Great Adventure Bible. So we have all the, I mean, we have this one, the presentation page, and the information page. We have this title page, and also this one, and the copyright page. And this is the copyright page. You will see the nihil obstat and the imprimatur, and also you will find here the different ISBN numbers, meaning there are more options of this Bible as well. And this one is printed in China. Well, as you can see, this one, the Bible design and layout is by 2K Denmark. So if you're already familiar with the Great Adventure Bible, so the usual stuff, it's all the same. We have the introduction, and we have all the index of articles, table of contents, general editors, and everything. Well, as I open the pages of this Bible, what I noticed first is actually the quality of the paper. This has a glossy feel. It's very smooth. The paper is very smooth. I believe this is coated, but this is whiter compared to the premium edition. This is whiter than the premium edition. But this is definitely better than the first edition of the Great Adventure, because the first edition, the paper feels a little bit rough compared to what they are using now. It's like they're using the quality paper of the premium here for the affordable note-taking edition. Well, as you can see, they have the premium edition and this one, they have different paginations, of course, and a different page layout, considering that this has a different format compared to the premium. The premium being a 2-column format, and as you can see, as we turn the pages here, you will notice that the text block of this Bible is none other than this one. Is wow. I mean, I was surprised that this note-taking edition, unlike the CSB that I have, this note-taking edition is a single column format, and the notes and the margin for the notes is this one. So because with the CSB note-taking, the text block is two column is the sorry about that. The CSB note-taking edition, it has a 2-column format, and like this one, the Great Adventure is Ascension did a better job in making this note-taking edition a single column format. This would easily, if you guys like to write on your Bible, writing here, it would correspond quickly to the verses that you are writing notes on. And another thing, even though the premium and this one, they have the same content, they have different layouts, but you would see that the character of the text block is quite the same. What do I mean? The placement of key events and the inserts, they have the same arrangement as like what they have with the premium. Let me show you an example. In between Genesis 9 and 10, they have this one, the covenant with Noah. This one pertains to Genesis 9. Now, this one, as you can see here with the premium, it is placed similarly. And also the call out. Let me show you. The call out, the key event 5 is placed similarly as with chapters 10 and 11, which is the same here. Call out 5 is placed with 10 and 11. Another comparison that I saw, another detail that I saw, is that the arrangement, how the footnotes were arranged is quite different. Here, in the note-taking edition, let me show you an example. This is the note-taking, and then I will show you the premium edition. As you can see, the commentary here is only for chapter 11, verses 1 to 9. And since this is a single column format, take a look at what we have here with the premium edition. Now we have here the footnote, the commentary for 11 verses 1 to 9, and we have the 10 verse 1. Now, as you can see also, the translator notes at the bottom is only for letter P. Unlike here, we have we have a more comprehensive note at the bottom. Of course, they are just arranged differently because, again, this note-taking edition utilizes a single column format compared with the other editions. I'm not sure about the GSM of this paper, but man, I love the texture. I love, of course, there is a little bit of a sheen because of the coating, I believe. The inner column measures 3.5 inches, and mind you, the outer margin measures more than 2 inches. It's basically 2.5 inches, perfect for writing. If you ask me, this Bible would be an excellent studying Bible. It's not just a study Bible, but a studying Bible, because all the tools here would help you truly study the Bible, because you're not just reading and marking the Bible, you're jotting down notes as you read, and you need a big amount of space when you write your notes, when you connect the dots, when you do your reflections and everything. Now here we also have a bigger space. And since this Bible is in a single column format, I'd like to show you the poetry section here in the book of Psalms. Man, how clean, how perfect this layout, this poetry that they did here. I mean, as I can see, they have blue accents for the chapter number. Blue accents for the chapter number. And the way I see it, there's not much of a bleed through. The ghosting is minimal, bearable, and the opacity of the paper is really good. Again, perfect for writing. Now moving along to the New Testament. Again, they have the same characteristics with the premium and the other edition. The reference to the Old Testament is printed in a poetic format, and the words of Christ is compared to the premium edition. The shade of the red is really dark and solid, but not as dark as the first edition, which mostly I would say it's not really red, but slightly maroon or something. But this is dark red, a very clean, printed very well, and the shade of the red used here does not hurt my eyes. Well, as we turn the pages, you will notice that you may have a hard time reading because the text pushes to the gutter, but you could just adjust. I mean, take a look at this. You could just adjust the Bible as you read along, and reading the text towards the gutter should not be that difficult for you. Now, since we are already at the last page of Revelation, now we have one page for notes, and then we are moving along to the maps of Ascension. Now the maps here are printed in cardstock, not glossy, but beautiful enough. And after the maps, we have again an empty cardstock. And lastly, at the end of the Bible, they constructed a pocket where this Bible timeline chart, this second edition, this second run of the Bible timeline chart is inserted. I just took it out because I cannot place it back in. Now, all right, so as usual, you will see the color coding of the books of the Bible. And actually, if you take a look at it, I don't know if you could notice using through the camera of this phone, but at my end here, you could see that the coating is a bit shiny. The coating is very much obvious because when the light strikes, the paper shines. Well, that's cool. That's cool for me. Anyways, what are my thoughts about this Bible? If you ask me, this would make a perfect studying Bible with the extra space for writing. This has everything that the premium edition has, making it not difficult if you have both Bibles. I mean, you could use the premium for your devotional reading, and you could use this note-taking exclusively for your studying. And for anyone who's preaching, you could use this for your preaching as well. Now, this is a really good addition done by Ascension Press. Excellent, truly excellent. I couldn't, I mean, no words can express on how delighted I am that Ascension was able to think about making a note-taking edition of this great adventure Bible. A true gift for every Christian who would like to read and study the scriptures. Now, thank you very much, everyone. Take care and God bless.